This tournament was absolutely brutal. Team Garage, Brent here. Call me Goggle Man too. In this challenge, when every set comes out, I get a box. That includes side sets too, and pre-releases now. So I get one of those, and then whatever I win from tournaments, I make decks with only those. It's sealed, so we are not going to have perfect, complete constructed decks. And then we're going to go right into competitive, boys. And it's going to not be pretty like this video. Okay, so we're just going to start with just opening a couple packs.
Right, so I'm opening packs right now. The next episode. Oh, cool. Root, this, Battle Fury, that's pretty good. Another one, back to back. This is, I don't think this is actually playable though. This is gonna be for the droid deck. Nice. Alright, here we go. I'm feeling a showcase. Nah, I'm not.
I know I do.
There's
We know you need it. Low on the
color.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Dang. Nothing I can use right now that I know of.
Jazz. You know, the good kind of jazz, like the jazz in this video. If you're watching this when it was just posted, you just missed out on a really awesome night of live jazz by La Dolce Vita. La Dolce Vita is a local jazz quartet having bass, keys, sax, and drums. They are extremely talented. I worked with one of the guys and just so happened to be part of this incredible band. They wrote, learned, and played all the amazing jazz music in this video. So if you don't want to miss the next possibly free event, please click the link in the description to get signed up to their email list. Thank you, now back to the video. So today we're bringing a list that I built myself, and this is the Chancellor Palpatine, and it's switched into Darth Sidious. And we're running blue this time. I've tried it with green before, but I'm pretty sure you haven't seen that yet. And so this is an updated list from what I am actually playing, where this is just gonna have a little bit less control, but then it'll go into a more more aggro version. So we're gonna be going with a lot more one drops. So yeah. So we're gonna start off with one Sheehan's Flurry. This works really good with our Vader. I did not have this in the deck. And yeah, that was pretty rough not having that, because all of my Vaders felt like a wet blanket when he was like splatted on the board and would just get killed. So then next off we have our units already for our one drop. So we have one Barris Oath. If we had two more of these that would be great, but we only have one. Then I have one BD1. You know, he can kind of give us a little bit more punch, and he's hidden, so he'll actually stick around a little bit, or he'll be a target for a removal, which is good for us. Then our last one of is a Chopper. Once in a while this will just blank someone's turn if you actually exhaust one of their resources. And that, you know, it's about time someone else, there's a couple times where I blanked myself by flipping Palp, and then I just didn't have a card to play because of that. Or you get stuck on Dark Side and you don't have a Dark Side card to play, you have to draw into it. And you're just kind of gambling that, and that's why I call it Chance Palpatine, because you're chancing sometimes when you flip to the dark side. But you should just not do that. I don't recommend doing it. So then we have two R2s from set 1, and still haven't gotten the third. I don't think we're gonna get the third by the time this gets out of the game. So then we have 3 more R2s, and this is the pilot one. We're gonna be playing this on ground, and the reason for that is because then it's another heroism unit that can die, and then we can start flipping and all that, and it's pushing more damage. Also, the original R2, you can cycle through your deck and that can save your bacon. And then so this is just like another 1-drop in space. I had some other space units before that were like 3 drops and they just felt terrible. So Cartel Turncoat is just an amazing card to play in space. It's like way overstated for 1. And then we already had 2 lays in the deck, but now we're playing 3 because it's like a pseudo 1-drop. And then like late game it's great too because you can just like stop 14 attacker. That might have happened or not. That might not have happened, you know. So I also have 2 Grogu. We do have a slight force package going on. So this is just like another force that we can have early game. And then another 2-drop that we have is Wolf. I only have 1, but it's really nice to play. So this could be a turn 2 play where we'll play this and a 1-drop. Keep our stuff on board then, and we're playing 2 cards at once, and it's not really nice. He can't attack, but like most of the time, he draws attention. You know, he requires an answer. And then we have our 1 Yaddle. Again, if we had more Yaddle, I would play more Yaddle. And you know, again, another force unit to play. And we have our 1 sneak attack. I would play more if we could, because playing Darth Vader with this is pretty nice. And yeah, it's like kind of an unexpected card to play, and you can get your multi-kill with the Vader with this card. So now we got some dark side cards. We have 2 No Good to Me Dead. It's just a staple good card. Then we have 2 Frozen in Carbonite. This card was just crazy. It stopped so much damage. Power of the Dark Side is just a house. Easily like one of the best removal like of all time. Then we have Waylay, which is like almost better than Power of the Dark Side because you get to choose. It's just crazy how good that is. And you can play it at all times. Like no matter what kind of flip you're at, you're gonna be fine. And Constructed Lightsaber, we have 1, and I can't believe we have 1, so we're playing it. We have 1 Grogu. I guess I'll put it like this so it doesn't tip over. Again, we have it, we're playing it. It's amazing. It's a force, it sticks around, it does like a bunch of stuff. Then we have our 1 like really suspect card here. Or Ahsoka Tano. No, but basically like you just ambush in if you're behind. I'm not sure how good this will be with our 1-drop package now. So this will probably be like swapped in for like another dark side card. Lurking TIE Phantom. Alright, so then we have our 2 Yodas. Yoda's just crazy good. You get to draw an extra card when it's defeated. And if he sticks around, he just widens the gap. And that's kind of what we do as a leader as well. We just widen the gap a little bit more. So then we got our 1 Ahsoka Tano. You play it, it does a thing. It's also a force. And so this is where the force package comes in. We got our 3, the force is with me. Hopefully this like gets you over the edge and winning into a winning state. And like pretty much when I played this before, it's like the only time I ever won, maybe. But yeah, this card will give you the damage and the pluses. Takedown, I only have 2 now. I had 3 before. They just did not feel as good. Like it really felt terrible into a lot of matches. It'd be like 1 or 2 damage off, and then like by the time I get that line set up, it just doesn't really work. So then we have our 2 Darth Vaders. I mean, we have them, so we're playing them, and you need to ambush this thing. Like if you do not ambush this card or sneak attack them, it's just so underwhelming. like there's some decks where like they have to answer, so like you kind of put on their leader and then they really need to have their leader, or something that's just pumped up a bunch with a bunch of lightsabers and upgrades. So like it's like sometimes you have to answer, but it's just so much better if you play them and you like either kill two things or like deal damage to one thing and kill another thing. It's just so terrible if you don't. So then we have our one redemption. This just saves your bacon. And then super laser blast. In all case, if you have a bunch of ones, you can just drop this, and then you go into your 2 Avengers for the game. Also, I have no idea how to play this card. It feels like I would play this card and I would lose every time. like this thing got like waylaid. It got power of the dark side. So like hopefully with the 1-drops you don't just get power of the dark side away. But yeah, like we have 2 Avengers. We're playing 2 Avengers. And yeah, so that's the main deck. And then for our side, so this side is basically just for all of the space lovers out there. So like this is for like if we're going against a space deck. And then like same with these, the home one and the 3 fireball. 3 different versions as usual. And so like it feels really good to ambush into a unit in this deck if it's a heroism unit. So and then you have stuff like this too with your Geonosis patrol fighter. This is kind of like the bread and butter of this deck commonly, and it just feels bad when you don't actually get to use the ability to waylay something. It's great early game, but late game, it's just a dead card and you don't want to see it. Then we have Restored Arc. And this is kind of like filler in space. If it sticks around, it just widens the gap. And then we have 1 Bamboozle. I just didn't feel like this was that good. But with the ones, this could maybe be a lot better because then we'll have more, because it adds a lot more yellow cards into the deck, because before I was playing other stuff. Now that we're talking about that, let's like talk about all the stuff that just did not work. This is like cards from the old sideboard. I had 2 top targets in the sideboard in the old one. I had 2 Emphy's Nest in the sideboard. I had a Han in the sideboard. I had these 2 pogging out there. Like, I want this to be good because we have them and they're legendaries, but I still don't think they're good. These are cards that like never saw play ever. I think the Emphy's Nest would have been, and like these 3 are really good contenders because they answer the board and they have something on and they stick around. Like this is like a similar to Vader feel, but with Vader you can maybe get like 2 or 3 cards. This is like a 2 card, maximum almost. All right, so let's go into some cards that you should probably avoid. So I was running, instead of the 1-drop package, I was running like more 2s. So like I had like R2 in there, I had L3s in there, and then I guess that's it. But like just taking a few of those out, and then I'm taking out some of these 3-drops. So this Concord Dawn did absolutely nothing. I always played it and like I'm like attacking for 1, it's like, and I paid 3 for it, and it just didn't do enough. It like only like helped 1 time, and it didn't even do a whole lot. So I'm taking out Merciless Contest. We need to get as much value out of our units as we can. So actually killing our own stuff and then giving them the choice to choose Luini feels kind of bad. Like it feels good only if you get something juice and you don't have anything out, but you just don't want to be in that spot. So that's where we're taking that out. We don't want to like try to lose. Okay. So as I was saying before, takedown and feel is good. So I took out the 3rd, and then I had a Lurking TIE Phantom, and I never saw it. I never played it. I would always like, it just never felt good to play this card. But I mean, it is a way to push damage and stuff. It just feels like with 2 damage, or I mean with 2 HP, it just doesn't feel like it's gonna stick around. It always felt better to just remove something instead of just dealing damage. Right, so that's the deck, and oh gosh, I'm not sure if you should even watch the rest of the games. This tournament was absolutely brutal. Alright, so let's get into the games. So in game 1, we ended up playing against Revan Red. So they were very limited on what cards they were able to play. He either had the correct lightsaber for the correct unit or not. So like there's one of the biggest things was he had like a Maul and a Revan or something else, and I was like, I could get rid of either one, and I got rid of the wrong one. He equipped the Maul lightsaber to Maul, and Maul was going in for so much damage. It was like 15, 17 damage in like 1 attack. It was absolutely insane. Both my units were destroyed too. Like, it was like an auto lose because of like which unit I chose to defeat. And but yeah, like it was pretty cool. Like we were talking a bit afterwards, and he was like, yeah, like I only got like a bunch of pre-releases to make the deck that he made, his Revan Red, and he was like, well, based on what I got from my polls, this is basically like, I was just all in on this. See, I got all these, I got all those, and he got like a bunch of legendaries for it, and he's like, well, this would work for the list. And like, Revan Red's like not the optimal version of Revan apparently, so like actually seeing it go to town and actually work, like there are a lot of opportunities for it to just be like answered right away, and then it just kind of flops. So I can kind of see how like there could be a more optimal version, but yeah, he had it. Like I'm an aggro player, so like learning how to play control, at a tournament in competitive, and not an optimized build either. Like we had no Lukes in this thing. So in our next game, we ended up playing against Obi-Wan Blue. I accidentally took a photo and I didn't record the games, and so that's just, it happens sometimes. Basically, game 1, he just like, it was like an action or two between like who won, and then the next game it was like I didn't have a chance. And he was actually getting the force working, and like the deck clicked, and it was like not a chance. Completed blowout. And so then we ended up playing a game 3 after that. And, like, we were more relaxed about it. It wasn't like he already won. So we're, like, talking about plays and things. And he was, like, helping me learn how to play control. I'm just going to stop you from doing things as much as I can. Like, with my units and with my event cards or whatever other cards. Just going to try to slow him down as much as I can. So then I'd be in a better position for, like, that end game stuff. But also, like, not having the Sheehan's flurry was like, oh man, like that Vader is like very not good when you play him raw. Like it's very underwhelming. So Vader will be gotten rid of and answered, but like he'll still have like a few things left, and it still kind of does the job. So it kind of just depends the board state situation, but like a lot of times it doesn't feel nearly as good, because if I also ambushed, it would just be a full board clear and like game over, with 1 card or 2 cards, I guess. And in our last game we had Anakin Yellow, and we were doing similar stuff right away. Like I didn't like fully read how Anakin works, because it's like a villainy, and any other aspect will work. Because there's a lot of really good villainy cards that will work with your heroism stuff. And in Yellow, you have like a lot of pumps and all that kind of stuff. So, your core in Yellow heroism it's pretty solid. We were doing similar stuff, and we're trying to get the late game, and he just had better late game than I did. Like, he had a better end game plan than I did. And that's kind of what it came to. We ended up going to game 3. I won a game finally, and it was like skin of my teeth. Like, he could have almost won in an action. He's like, okay, let's just go to the next game. It ended up just being like a crazy late game draw fest. We had like a billion resources and ended up going to time. We had a coin flip, and he won the coin flip. But pretty much like with the board state, what I had in my hand, I didn't know what he had in his hand, but I think he was pretty much gonna win anyways, so it was fine. And it wouldn't have even changed the packs that we got for winning or losing, whatever, because I didn't win yet. I didn't win a single game yet. So that's just how it goes sometimes when you make your own builds, and you don't test it first. Like, I didn't even do like solitaire at home. Like, I didn't do like the whole thing where you grab your deck, you draw the first 6, and you like think of like that turn 1, then you like put that in the discard, and you draw the next 6, and then you draw the next 6, and then you draw the next. You keep doing that, so you get your first turns good, and then and that also shows how consistent your deck will be, and because you go through the whole deck. After I do like a whole deck or 2 of that, I'll actually just play out one of the hands until like I get to like end game. Like, oh yeah, I'll like do this and I'll do that. Like, I'll probably attack here, and like I should have done that, and I did not. If you haven't already, give us a like. That helps us a lot for the algorithm, and then also subscribe for the vibes if you want to see more of us. And catch you in the next one.